Every 4 years, 32 countries lose their minds over a ball. Billions of people watch. Entire nations grind to a halt. And if you've ever sat down to watch and thought, wait, how does any of this actually work? You're not alone. But here's the thing. The World Cup is actually one of the most brilliantly simple competitions ever designed. And I'm going to prove that to you in the next 4 minutes. Oh, and there's one part of this tournament that almost nobody understands correctly. Stick around for that. It's a soccer tournament held every 4 years, run by FIFA, which stands for something in French that nobody actually says out loud. The best national teams from around the world compete to see who's the best on the planet. Not club teams, not the Premier League, not Barcelona. We're talking countries, your nation against everyone else. The stakes are as high as it gets. You don't just show up. Every country on Earth has to qualify first. That's about 200 nations going through years of qualifying matches just for a shot at the tournament. In theory, anyone can make it. In practice, some regions are brutal and some are, let's say, generous. Europe gets the most spots because Europe has a lot of very good teams and a very strong negotiating position. Small island nations basically have to run a gauntlet to even dream of making it. Right now, 32 teams. Starting in 2026, which is the next one, happening in the US, Canada, and Mexico, that jumps to 48 teams. More countries, more chaos, more upsets. Whether that's a good thing depends on who you ask. Purists hate it. Everyone else is excited. The 32 teams get split into 8 groups of 4. Win and you get 3 points. Draw, 1 point each. Lose, nothing. The top 2 teams from each group advance. The bottom 2 go home. This sounds simple. It isn't, because the group draw is absolutely everything. End up in a group with 2 giants and 1 weak team? You're probably fine. End up in what journalists love to call a group of death. 3 incredible teams, 1 spot, and even a great team can go home embarrassed. France, Germany, and Portugal all in one group. Someone elite is leaving in the first round. It happens every time. This is where the tournament becomes must-watch television. 16 teams left, single elimination. You lose, you're done. No second chances, no aggregate scores. 1 game, full stop. In theory, the best team always wins. In practice, someone always cries. There are upsets. There are comebacks. There's extra time. 2 15-minute periods if it's still level. And if that doesn't settle it, penalty shootouts, which is basically a coin flip with better shoes. The whole world watches. Your best players step up to a spot 12 yards from goal. And somehow, the best players on the planet miss. Under that pressure, your legs turn to jelly, your brain goes blank, and suddenly, a guy who scores every weekend for his club can't hit the target. It's pure psychology dressed up as sport, and it's the most dramatic thing in football. Round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, final. Win all your knockout games and you lift the trophy. Only 8 countries have ever won it. Brazil leads with 5, and then there's everyone else. 200 countries try, 32 get in, 8 groups, then knockout, 1 winner, and somewhere in that bracket, a team nobody expected will go on an impossible run and make their entire country forget about everything else for a few weeks. That's the magic. That's why billions of people stop what they're doing every 4 years and just watch. The World Cup isn't complicated. It's just a tournament where the whole planet has a stake in the outcome. And that changes everything. With 48 teams in 2026, will the tournament get better? Or will diluting the field water down the drama? If you want more of this, sports, tournaments, why things work the way they work, subscribe. New video coming soon. And it's a good one.